I'm Mackenzie Camp.
And I'm Michaela Camp.
And we're with CBK Construction Company. We're a pre-engineered metal building construction company in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Awesome.
I think our biggest challenge before working with you was 100% our marketing aspect of the company. We never really took the time to even think about how important it is for your company to have a good, even just a foundation of good marketing is so important. And we've definitely grown from our website, and half the customers we've gotten now are from marketing out to others.
In our marketing statements. I think another challenge, which was huge, was not having a sales process and having to start from the beginning to end. There's no way. I mean, we had no idea how to even start. And then Nicole came in and laid everything out, had our different phases, processes, and where we are today now with the sales process, we wouldn't have half the customers.
And even for me, I didn't think making a script or voicemail would be a challenge, because I had come from another sales position where I had training for 3 months on how to do a call, and had their script memorized. And I was I don't need any help. It won't be hard. But after working with you, I was oh my gosh, if I would have come in here with what I had learned from them, I would have been screwed. And that would have been such a huge challenge. Luckily, when I first came in, I went, Michaela's already meeting with you, and I just slid in, and then we really got into it. But it would have been such a big challenge for me. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine.
I mean,
oh my God.
It's you customize our sales process to our company and how we run things, how we want to run things. It wasn't just, oh, this is the same for every single person I work with. You customized it for what's going to work best with us by learning business and all that, which I guess I don't really know if other companies do that, but they probably have very similar things for each company, but is very custom to us.
And even the types of customers that we're talking to, or prospects we're talking to, you really focused on who are we talking to, and then that's what we have to base our script, the way we say things based on who we want to get. And it's work, because now we're getting our warehousing and manufacturing companies that have the big buildings that need maintenance or need a new building.
Our sales process is getting our top targeted customers.
Yeah. Since you and Michaela had already been working together, I just came in, but I guess I easily had the choice to tell my dad and be no, I'm not gonna get anything out of this. So the reason I think I like to work with you and continue to is because from the first meeting you opened up so much new things to me. And I totally agree with Michaela that you 100% helped me learn it and didn't stop. You were okay, let's do it again. Let's do this. And you really went into depth about everything. Some stuff I did, if I didn't understand it, now I know it now. I think it's something that I have
off of some of the stuff we've already said working with you is everything was always on time. There were no miscommunications. If we couldn't make a meeting, you were able to reschedule right away, which was super nice. Very on top of things, responding. If we had questions, you always were there to quick respond and help us, even though it wasn't our meeting time or anything.
Especially when we would quick change a meeting an hour before. You're oh my gosh, no, totally okay. That was so nice. For me, when I noticed that you were making an impact was when I like have my little whiteboard right there with all like my prospects. And at one point I was like, oh, like sweet, we're at 7, like doing the like using the script that we worked on, like everything we worked on for the sales process, like I was doing. And then like there was like first like results in the first literally like probably 2 weeks. And then it was like more and more. And then one, like I have it like the total would be like, okay, I have like 10 total. And then I'd be like, okay, well, we got these 2 people. Then literally like the next day from doing like your like our sales process that we worked on, 2 more people. So like my like number of prospects like is consistently like staying the same no matter if I'm like people are like I'm losing people that like already are customers, but like I'm constantly gaining new people. Like it's crazy, like I just always have someone like that I have a site visit with every single week. Like there's not a time where like, oh, like I don't have any like no prospects. Like I constantly have people like coming in from like the website that like we all
that's
work on
another
the
thing too. It's like all the marketing statements, positioning statements, like all the different like call to actions, everything on like the phase 1 and those documents, like using all of those helps extremely too with the sales. And that is like a huge from when we started, like had nothing.
Yeah.
Our like core things about like CBK like were put into words, but nothing like compared to they are now. Like it's a clear message. Obviously our customers are getting it because we're getting new customers. And then also posting things, like making sure we're always posting because like customers see that. And
sales point of results that I've seen is that from the beginning with you till we are right now, we've had over like $500,000 worth of revenue, which is insane because we haven't even been doing this for 6 months. Like we've almost like we're at $500,000. I think it's a little more than that, but I don't know the exact amount. But yeah, so our revenue has increased so much.
Yeah, I think though, like some other results would be like getting noticed on like social media more, like LinkedIn, Facebook, and all those. Like we're getting more followers, more people are liking our posts, like which results in like more awareness, more customers, and bigger revenues.
Okay. Yes, the investment was so worth it. We've literally gotten so much, like we've invested our like amount we put into this, but we've gotten like quadruple how much like in return from doing this. Like it's crazy. And every time like we meet, we get something new out of it each time. It's not like repetitive, like it's not the same thing. Like it's something new each time, and each time that new thing is like growing the company.
Yeah.
So like constantly like investing in you and your company, but like you investing your time with us is like quadrupling our revenue and like even just like our marketing, like everything.
Oh yeah. I second everything Mackenzie said.
Yeah. I guess like our main problem was definitely the marketing aspect, just because we didn't have like a sales, like we had nothing sales, like just one person doing sales. But then when I came in, like it was just starting from scratch. So I guess like the problems that came up, I had you through every single problem. So it never became like too big of a problem to like fix. Like every time we'd meet, I'd be like, if I had a problem, like I would say it, we'd fix it right away, and then it was done. But for like marketing, I feel like
a lot of like
the problem is that we didn't know how to like market or do like no one knew how.
Also, I think a lot of our like wording and like who we are and all that, I think needed to be changed just so it
that was definitely like
that was
a
definitely
huge problem that like I feel
challenge trying to get who we are out, but it's just not coming off like what we wanted it to. So like having that fixed and actually sounding how we want to sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an investment and it works. Like you see results, your company grows. Like from marketing to the sales, like everything in between. I would also say though, like you're very like good to work with. Like sometimes you
second that. Like you're very easy to work with in the way that like you're easy on that person. Like you help them find like the right solution. Like you work with us until like we understand what we're doing. So it's like you're not like blowing something up
actually are putting
you
in all like
you interrupt me. Like you don't like just because you understand it, you don't be like, okay, well they probably do too. You go and like make sure everyone understands it in depth so that like in the future, like if a problem comes up, like yeah, we can go to you, but we could also try to do it on our own. Like, so I guess like it's just worth like the investment because like you invest. Yeah. Okay, Michaela, do you have anything else to add? Because I was already in that.
But also like working have like if I were to tell someone why they should work with you, it's also though like how Mackenzie is saying like you learn, like you do learn a ton, like you get taught that, but it's also like someday you hope to grow like the sales department and then you will have like 3 people underneath you and you've already prepared us for those times. So it's like working with you, like you're preparing us for growth.
Yeah.
And I think we always had like fun and stuff. And it never felt like it was like, oh, now I have to do this meeting. Or like, oh, now I have to blah blah blah.
Yeah, it was very like it's fun and like I don't know, it's fun, but we also like got so much out of it.
And I would probably tell someone like your company will grow. Like
yeah, like 100% it will grow. Like 100%.
Because which I mean I think I've said this so many times, because like you make it so custom towards the company and like who we are, who we want to work with, all that.
Yeah, customizing it to the prospects and customers we want. Yeah, for sure.